properties to sell. Welcome to Real Talk, viewers. We do apologize for that. We lost audio just now there. I did not have my mic on. I do apologize for that. I want to say a special good night to you viewers of Real Talk in Trinidad and Tobago, of the Caribbean and around the globe. Those of you that are on our page, Real Talk with Saieed Ali, like and share as we go live. Those of you on the YouTube channel, TT Real Talk, subscribe, hit the bell, and you would know when we go live. Those of you that are having spiritual problems, you need counseling, feel free to contact us at 3391670. If you have a property to sell or looking for a property to buy, you can also contact us. And those of you that lend your friend and your family your hard-earned cash and you have an agreement with them, please get in touch with us. Now, before I go further on Real Talk Show tonight, I want to encourage you all. When you hear you're lending your friends and your family money, please make an agreement with them. You don't have to go by the lawyer to make an agreement with them. You could have your documents, set it out home, get the person ID card number, or the driver's permit number, or the passport number, and have them sign it. Now, the reason why I'm telling you this is because an old woman visited me today, 82 years of age. And, you know, for the December Monday, when the Ministry of Finance brought out the new $100 bill, right? And we Trinidadians had to rush to change it from the old $100 note to the new $100 note. Well, this lady gave a family member, without signing an agreement, she gave this lady, a family member, $140,000 to change for her. And up to now, that relative haven't given the 82-year-old woman one single dollar. So when you're lending somebody money, make an arrangement with them to pay it back in a certain amount of time. Because if they take your money and go, you have no proof whatsoever that they took money from you. This old woman visited me today, and she sat in my office crying, "Saieed, where do I go from here?" So please, sign some sort of agreement with them that you will be able to get back your money. The old lady left. She lost $140,000, and that's the end of that. That is why I keep telling you on my show, if you have an agreement, we could help you get it back. So anybody you're lending, it doesn't matter if it's your friend or your family, because I see brother turn against brother. I see sister turn against sister. Because when you hear the couple, the husband and wife died, there's no who is for who. So as we start off our show tonight, viewers, we're going on the sex offender registry. On Monday, 2nd March, Attorney General Faris Al-Rawi noted that the law have been passed for the public registry of sex offenders. The registry is ready to accept names for future offenders. When questioned about TT national who commit sexual offense abroad, Al-Rawi noted that measures are in place and the police commissioner have received the court order to place it on the registry. So those of you Trinidadians who commit your act in another country and they have you on file, it will be sent to the commissioner's office in Trinidad and Tobago, and your name will be on the registry. Now, viewers, feel free to call in. It's a live call-in program, 238-6716. Let me hear what you have to say. He noted that in the year 2000 to 2019, no one went on a registry because the law had not been passed to put it into effect. Al-Rawi indicated that he will give an update on Wednesday when he pilots an amendment to the bill in the House of Representatives. Al-Rawi was questioned why the registry is publicly accessible. Now, before I go further, let me throw in my 2 cents in it. And I want to hear what you all have to say. If you're here, we live in Trinidad, somebody from South, or somebody from Port of Spain, or from the East, or the West, or wherever, right? If you molest somebody's daughter, or you rape somebody's daughter, and you're on bail, and you're out in the public, now it will be on the press, and it will be on Real Talk Show. But the thing is, the public don't know who John Doe is. They don't know who John Doe is. Now, this is one of the reasons why I have pushed for the Child Sex Offender Registry to be made public. So that when you're in South and you commit a sexual offense up in Port of Spain, the entire country would know, well, hey, this is John Doe. This is what John Doe look like. And if he's in our area, beware of this individual. This is something I have pushed for it to go public. It's not just the murder and the shooting and the chopping, the perpetrators would go public, but the child sex offender also. Because I want to know who my neighbor is. Is he a gang leader? Is he a bandit? Is he a rapist? Is he a purse snatcher? This is one of the reasons why I have pushed for the offender registry to go public. So people would know, well, hey, this is the man who raped the individual from on the west. Once he's in the area, you would be aware. While the selected committee had urged it that it should only be accessible by the police. Do you think that is right? Caller, good night. Hello?
Hello, good night.
Go right ahead, sir.
Yes, I just asked a question pertaining to if you don't have an agreement with somebody and they owe you, let us say, $60,000.
Mm-hmm.
And they give you $5,000, but you got them to sign a receipt indicating where they're balancing $45,000. Could that work?
Yeah, that's sufficient enough.
Okay.
You see, as long as you have the agreement that it's stating, well, this is how I function. Right? This is how I function. This is how my company functions. And I have lawyers to back it up. As long as you had the agreement that, hey, I paid John Doe $5,000 and I balance $40,000 or $50,000, it could work.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, my friend. If you want, you can come and visit us, not a problem. Now, I'm going to tell you something. It have people who lend people money. And they went to court. And the court ordered them to pay back the money. And 2 years, 3 years pass, and them are paying you back your money, you know. They ain't doing it because they have no penalty in the court. They have none. So this is a problem where we have and where people borrowing money from people. You're carrying them to court. 2 years pass, 3 years pass, 4 years pass, 5 years pass. People just contact me, Saeed, 5 years now, we ain't getting a cent from the person who owing us. And we went to court. Anytime you're here, you come by me, I put in your picture up on Real Talk Debt Collection Department. And I will show it on TV. I will show it on TV. You want to take me to court, it's not a problem. You don't deal with me, deal with my lawyers. But I just tell you, you see, once I have the agreement, my lawyer will stand up with my company because we have a written agreement from A and B. That would make it easier on my side. That would encourage you. You're lending your friend money, your family money, not a problem. Have a little agreement. So as we move on now, Al-Rawi was questioned why the registry is publicly accessible while the select committee had urged that it should only be accessible by the police. So I want to know now, for the members of the selected committee, wouldn't you like to know who's the rapist? It have running around in Trinidad and Tobago, so you're going to protect your son and your daughter? I want to know if you wouldn't like to know that, because definitely I would like to know who's the rapist in Trinidad and Tobago. How do you go forward with fixing a country? You don't hide them. You bring them out. You see, if we resume hanging in Trinidad, murder rate will go down, you know. It will go down. Human rights talking about the rights of the individual who commit the act. What about the rights of the individual who got shot and dead? What about them rights? But we will get to that another day. The AG replied that it is a public register. It is a public register. However, it is up to the discretion of the court to decide in what circumstances the information will be made public. The judge will know it is a rapist. The prosecutor will know it is a rapist. The officers in the court will know it is a rapist. The lawyers will know that individual is a rapist. But what about the public? What about the public? Why did you go and rape somebody's daughter? Why did you molest the 8-year-old child? And you're hiding it. Why are you hiding them? Why is the law hiding them? We want to go forward, but we're hiding some criminals. You see, when criminals realize, when rapists realize that their picture would be shown throughout the world, and they go drop. And the rapist rate would drop. Common sense. Common sense. Nevertheless, both houses have passed the Sexual Amendment Bill 2019. So it was passed by the both houses. They know about it. You have the video, guys? Are we saying it? All right. Well, I'll get the video for you viewers, but nevertheless. Now, listen to this. It's something I just want to repeat from yesterday. A man and his wife appeared before a register at the Couva Magistrate Court on Monday. I said this on Monday night on my show. Charged with a total of 46 sexual offenses against a girl. A couple, you know. 46 sexual offenses. And you want to hide them from the public? Why are you hiding them? You see, it's real talk, I just talk. Bring them out in the public. Let the public know that this is the couple. They were denied bail and remanded into police custody until Wednesday, when they are expected to face a magistrate. Officers of the Central Division Child Protection Unit charged the 44-year-old man with 23 counts of sexual penetration of a child. And you listen to the age of the man, is a 44-year-old man. His 43-year-old wife was charged with 16 counts of encouraging prostitution or sexual penetration of a child. So the wife and all in it. I just wanted you to understand. These are the rapists you want to hide. So let's just say they do get a bail now and they come out. The public don't know who's them. They don't know. So this is what I'm pushing for now, for the public to know who they are. Not just the purse snatchers and the bandits and the murderers, their face going public. No, let the rapists go public too. Because my sons, they are important to me. And I am definitely sure that your son and your daughter, viewers of Real Talk, they are important to you. So that was just a quick look at, a quick review of what I said yesterday and why I continue to push for the registry to put their names up, put their picture up. Whether you're from Trinidad or you went away and you did the act, the public have a right to know. Because when you rape an individual, you shatter their world. Moving on now to Health Minister Terence Dialsingh has responded to a newspaper report which said that Trinidad and Tobago is not ready to deal with the coronavirus. The newspaper article today stated that principal of the University of the West Indies, Brian Copeland, made a statement. However, Minister Dialsingh today told the Senate that that is not true. So we have the minister there in a media briefing saying that it is not true. Health Minister once again cautioned the media about its reporting when it comes to this issue. So viewers, we have the minister warning people concerning fake news. Now, the fake news, it is out there, so we have to be very careful. That is why I just always check and double check. When I come here in front of my camera and the minutes start to roll, what I give to you is the facts and the real facts. I ain't making up nothing. I have a name here and I ain't going to break that name of a building. At all, at all, at all. Health Minister Terence Dialsingh has confirmed that Trinidad and Tobago had measures in place to deal with the novel COVID-19 virus. The health minister noted that Cabinet has set up a national standing committee headed by the chief medical officer and all government ministries to assist in countries' preparedness. The committee will give advice on what should be done on the national level for both COVID-19 and any other infectious disease which may occur in the future. The health minister noted that not everyone who contracted COVID-19 will need to be isolated in intensive care unit, since 81% of the case will be mild and other 14% can be quarantined at home. He noted that there will be beds for the estimated 5% who may need intensive care treatment. Now, a little news that I got this evening from someone in authority is that the Canadian, who was, all over social media, saying that he tested for the coronavirus. Well, my information, my sources that called me probably about 20 minutes back, he is okay. It just a flu-like symptom. He do not have the coronavirus as was spreaded on social media, in the media now. So he's cleared from that. The minister indicated that 25 beds will be available at Cora Hospital and 67 beds at the new St. James Medical Complex within 2 weeks. In addition, he says 70 beds will be available at the Port of Spain General Hospital and the old Costard building. He further noted that in the event of a national outbreak, the facilities at the Couva Children's Hospital will be used, having 230 beds. So viewers, the minister is saying that there are 230 beds in the Couva Children's Hospital. So my thing is that, why do we wait for an epidemic to hit Trinidad and Tobago? Only when that happens, we will use the beds. Why are we doing that? We have serious cases right here in Trinidad and Tobago that people need beds, people need attention, but you're waiting for a major outbreak of something before you use the beds. Why are you doing the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago that? Why are you doing that? You coming out now, being the Minister of Health, and telling the people we have 230 beds at the Children's Hospital. All the time it's good. You need this, you need that. But now you're coming out and saying now that in case that happens, we will be using the beds of we will be using the Cuba Children Hospital. They have 230 beds. So San Fernando have people lying on the corridor. I am sure Port of Spain have the same thing. But you're reserving Cuba Hospital. How do you want to be called as the famous Minister of Health who opened the Cuba Hospital to the public? You have a call on the line? Call a good night.
Hi, good night.
Go right ahead.
Mr. Mr. Saeed. I just want to find out something. You know when someone kills somebody, right? There's a child involved. And when the person in jail, they have their family, mother. They never see this child for 5 years and more, but they want visitation, right? Why doesn't these magistrates have a heart and do something else other than appoint these people and to get visitation rights? I want to know that in this country. I want to know that. They're messing with the child's mind, messing with everything, the family, everything that is still in mourning. I want to know that.
The courts is make plenty of decision based on the report that they received. Now, the judges might make a decision that we have a husband, we have the wife, we separate, the child end up with the mother, something happened to the mother, they end up with the child, mother family. Because there are certain restrictions on the dad that they can't come to the mom's house to visit the child. You could only have him on our weekends or probably one day for the month or twice for the month. Judges are making that decision. Now I understand what you're saying, and it is fair enough that if one party is being killed or died from whatever circumstances, the father or the mother, they have rights over the child as well. They have rights over the child as well. Now I can understand the judge making their decisions, but what is the best interest of the child? I understand what you're saying, and it happened on many occasions. On many occasions. Well, thank you for raising the highlights, the highlighting the matter. So back to the minister in the bed now. So if you didn't know, we have 230 beds in the Children Cuba Hospital. Tonight you would know that. So why are these 230 beds now just waiting there while the spring rusting? Eh? Shane? 230 beds. And I'm sure the spring on them going to be rusting. You know, some of them beds where could wind up and raise the back? But the length of the time the hospital bill, we can't whine again. We can't whine. So viewers, if you didn't know, we have 230 beds in the Cuba Children Hospital that is just there waiting for moss to grow on it. Real talk, this is where you get in. I ain't putting no peanut butter or no jam or no sausage on the bread, you know. You got in a dress, oh. Call her good night.
Yeah, good night, Saeed.
Go right ahead.
Saeed, you see them bed in the Cuba Hospital. That was established a good while now. But they only want to suffer the individual at Trinidad and Tobago who's sick and don't give them no bed. You understand? And then we want the Minister of Health to come to San Fernando General Hospital to reduce them appointment where they're giving people 9 months and 12 months appointment to see a doctor.
True.
And the sick people. We want you to come in San Fernando Hospital. Don't talk over national television. You're talking over national television and Mr. Ovin no purpose with he. Let he come. You understand? And then all the false $100 bill we're establishing right now in Trinidad. Let it continue changing money now. Continue changing and wasting money.
Thank you, my friend. Talking about that. It have people in Trinidad. Presently, they are getting the $100 bill. and it is counterfeit. The amount of videos, the amount of people calling me, Saeed, sending you something I get my business place. When they do check, it's a counterfeit $100 bill. And it is a polymer bill too. A polymer bill too. So when the minister says it had to copy and they can't copy it and they cannot do this and they cannot do that, vendors are getting it, business people are getting it in Trinidad and Tobago, and it's just about 2 months or 3 months now that money come out. So that's an issue by itself. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night, Saeed.
Go right ahead.
This is for every person who thinking about voting for the PNM. Listen to nothing else, but ask Rowley and the PNM how the $300 billion was spent before you listen to anything else.
Thank you, my friend. As we move on tonight, viewers, the Southwest Regional Health Authority said it is ready to handle case of the COVID-19, that is the coronavirus. The authority said there have been no unusual increase in influenza cases to suggest anything out of the ordinary or to warrant panic about the coronavirus. According to the Southwest Regional Health Authority, there is no confirmed case of COVID-19 in Trinidad and Tobago. It noted that it have been working closely with other regional health authorities, the Ministry of Health, Pan American Health Organization, and the Caribbean Public Health Agency. It says there is a strategic coordination health response in an unfortunate circumstances of any confirmed case. However, it did not give specific details of the plan. The Southwest Regional Health Authority said it had been able in the past to treat effectively with other disease. It added that relevant information on the facts about the COVID-19 and precautionary measures are available on the Southwest Regional Health Authority and Health Ministry digital media platforms. On Monday, Health Minister Terence Dialsingh said TT is preparing for the worst and has ramped up action to prevent any outbreak or spread. A 2-day meeting in Barbados resulted in a draft protocol to deal with the virus. Health Minister Terence Dialsingh has confirmed that there is no shortage of face masks in the country. Now let me tell you something. There's about 25,000 masks. I was informed of a figure. There is about 25,000 masks, the N95 masks in Trinidad and Tobago, and there are some on its way. Hopefully by tomorrow or day after tomorrow, I will get the amount that is coming into Trinidad. The Pharmacists Association Board of Trinidad and Tobago is saying that there is a shortage of the N95 mask. This is what I'm hearing. I am just bringing to you what I am hearing. And you know when I bring something to you, it's the truth that is bring to you. Now listen to this. His comments following reports that there is a shortage of N95 masks in Trinidad and Tobago. He made a statement during a question and answer segment in the Senate earlier today. You have the video, guys? According to the ministry, an additional shipment of masks will be coming into Trinidad in the coming weeks. Now, viewers, as soon as I get the amount of masks that is being imported into Trinidad and Tobago, I will give you the exact figure. Minister Dialsingh explained, should there be a need for masks, we will be able to get shipment in 48 hours. In 48 hours. Let me tell you something. In Caribbean countries, they are confirming of the coronavirus. We have 25,000 masks in Trinidad and Tobago. In Trinidad, we have 1.3 or 1.4 million people. And I am definitely sure that people in Trinidad and even in Tobago are already buying their mask and keeping it for emergency's sake. Now, how long do you think this 25,000 mask will take before it runs out? Is only 25,000 people could get 25,000 masks. Only 25,000 people could get 25,000 masks. What about the people that will be rushing to get masks when there are no masks? Caller, good night.
Hi, good night.
Go right ahead.
Concerning with the Cuba hospital, this present government is a fraud and waste of time people. They don't care about this country, you know. They just care about themselves. All of a sudden, they could use Cuba hospital.
Yes.
The amount of people died in San Fernando, Mount Hope, Port of Spain, waiting for a bed. But guess what? That is a UNC project, so they didn't want to open it up, but they borrow how much billions to Brian Lara Cricket Academy to have car show and party. Waste of time with them.
Thank you, my friend. And you see, this is the thing I've been saying to the health minister, you know. Open the hospital. It doesn't matter if the UNC bill it, it doesn't matter if the ANR bill it doesn't matter if the PNM bill it. Open the hospital. Because at the end of the day, yes, it was commissioned under the UNC to build. But the thing is, I am the minister, and I am saying, being the PNM Health Minister, Mr. Terence Dialsing, I am going to open the hospital. So it will go down in history that Mr. Terence Dialsing of the PNM political party opened the Cuba hospital. You see, all the fame would go to the minister. They would forget who built the hospital. Because the minister will be in the front line. He will be the talk of the tongue for many years to come. I am the minister. I opened the hospital. They want to know. Let me tell you something. The country want to know who built it again, you know. The country wants to know that, okay, this is the minister, this is the hospital he opened, and we go in there. It up and it running. Let me tell you something. We don't want to know who built the hospital again. You see, I got to tell you something. When the road bad in Trinidad and Tobago, when we have pothole, they don't care. Who fixed the pothole, you know? As long as they get the pothole fixed. How do you expect to lead? How do you always want to be on top? By doing the things that is recommended to be on top. How do you think Real Talk become the #1 current affairs program? Huh? Just an example. Because I keep bringing the issues to you, the people. The issues that are facing you. This is what I bring to you. That is why people tuning in every day who don't hear about it and tune in, hey, there's a very good program. It's a very good show. We like how the mister talking the facts. We like how the mister bringing it across. Because this is what we're facing. You build the hospital, UNC build it and go on. Because them build it, As the PNM minister, I'm not opening it. But you see the thing is, common sense is a serious thing. Them gone. UNC out of power. I, Mr. Diyal Singh, I am the Minister of Health. I am going to open it. So people would remember Diyal Singh as the Minister of Health under the PNM administration that opened the Couva Hospital. So every time citizens from Trinidad and Tobago visit the Couva Hospital, you know, Mr. Terence Diyal Singh opened the hospital for us. But pride is a serious thing, you know. Pride is a very serious thing. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night.
Go right ahead.
Yes, concerning this virus, all the country, it started off in China, but all these countries who has gotten it, has not, all if they study the study of it, is because somebody either visit that country and come back, or somebody from that country. It wasn't developed on their own in the country. So that is very important. And then when you look at how much death already take place after they recognize it, and how much being infected. Now, these people in Trinidad and Tobago, these authority people, have to manage these things up front. And if they have to be thinking that all flights that's coming in from countries that already have it. And if someone pick up the flu, like symptom, as they say, when they do the test, is not, they're taking in that person and quarantining them, but that whole flight, everyone needs to be quarantined.
Correct.
Because I can have somebody they're going to develop on the same day. I could be sitting next to the man breathing from the person or the woman or whoever it is.
True.
And I go back into my environment and 3 days after or 4 days after, because remember, nobody cannot put a direct nail on how this thing is spreading. So, and then I go back now and I think my whole environment was, and then I start to get the symptoms. Then some in Trinidad, then people, they like to fight it and take a little cold tablet. And then when they do realize that they have to go to doctors now because they're still looking bad, then they contaminate the whole environment already. So how are they really dealing with this? What is the information really coming out? So all these things is bad management and just talk as I see. Thank you.
You sound like a doctor, they call her. To be honest with you, you sound like a doctor. Serious. You sound like somebody in the professional field of medicine. By just listening you talk. Caller, good night.
Hello, good evening, Saeed.
Yes, go right ahead.
Yeah, now this coronavirus invading America right now, you know.
Boy, they on red alert.
And Washington, 9 people dead from Saturday to today.
Yes.
There are 9 deaths in Washington.
Yes.
Right? 9 people dead in America. And every day 3 U.S. flights is be coming in Trinidad. Why don't they put a ban on people coming in the U.S. in this country right now?
Keep in mind. Thank you, caller. Keep in mind. It's just about 4 hours flight from Trinidad to the U.S. You know, just 4 hours, you know. Just 4 hours. Now listen to this. Tobagonians do not need to worry. This is the assurance from the Minister of Health, Mr. Terence Diyal Singh. He was responding to questions from Opposition Senator Wade Mack in the Upper House of Parliament earlier. Now hear this, This comes from following news that the Chief Executive Officer of the Tobago Regional Health Authority was fired on Monday. Sheldon Cyrus was informed of his dismissal in a letter from the chairman of the board of the THA, Ingrid Melville. Now listen this. According to the letter, the decision was taken by the board of directors to terminate Cyrus' employment with immediate effect. Cyrus has held the position for the past 9 months, having been employed with immediate effect in June 2019. He replaced acting CEO Michelle Benjamin, who was in a position during the period November 2018 to June 2019. At a media conference on Monday evening, minority councillor in the THA, Dr. Faith Israel, stated that health in Tobago was a standstill. However, today the health minister explained this is not the case. That is what he explained, that is not the case. I was listening to a media briefing, and they are complaining that the health sector in Tobago is at a standstill. So if we have any viewers from Tobago that are locked on to Real Talk, would you please call in and let us know what is taking place with the health sector if it is a standstill in Tobago? Caller, good night.
Good night, Saieed.
Go right ahead.
Saieed, concerning the Scuba Hospital, the Scuba Hospital is a slap in the face to the PNM. Remember, this hospital was commissioned and completed in a couple of years.
Yes.
Remember the hospital? We wasn't waiting for about 30 years for the Point Fortin Hospital to start.
Yes.
So this Scuba Hospital is a slap in the face. And as a matter of fact, it has nothing that this health minister will do to look good now.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Now listen to this, From health, we switch into police officers. There are reports today that at least 6 police officers have been under investigation by their colleagues over the past month. On Monday, officers of the Professional Standards of Bureau, that is the PSB, arrested 4 police officers, including 2 police inspectors from the Central Division. Investigations continue into allegations that the man attempted to pervert the course of justice in public. Pervert the course of public justice. I do apologize. The 4 arrested officers include the 2 acting inspectors from the Shogunas Criminal Department, that is CID, a police sergeant attached to the Shogunas Major Crime Section, and a police constable attached to the Shogunas Task Force. So these men hold in position. It was last week that 2 senior officers from the Shogunas police station appeared before a Shogunas court. So like nearly the whole station in Shogunas under investigation. Because I think it's about 9 officers or something that is having a station. Between 6 to 9 officers, I think, in a station. I'll have to confirm that. So we're going on to the Nelson case now. Hear how the Attorney General very happy, We have a call on the line. Caller, good night.
A very good evening to you, Mr. Saieed.
To you, my friend. Go right ahead.
And to everybody in both Twin Islands. Nothing, the PNM money and the UNC money and all the parties' money never build anything. Is the taxpayers' money?
Correct.
That is 1.
Yep.
2, the police commissioner in the past, the acting commissioner in the past, and the present commissioner, and the police always asking the population to partner with them, give them information. And this is why crime is spiraling out of control, because can we trust, how are we going to partner with the police when every week you hear policemen involved in some nonsense or the other?
True.
Right? And I pray to God that we have a grip on this coronavirus, and I would advise people, do not pay attention to social media, but pay attention to official, reliable sources of information. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. Well said. Well said. Like I said, there are fake news out there. That is why I will check and double check, and I will call my contacts to find out, hey, I heard X, Y, and Z. Can you confirm it for me, please? Within a matter of minutes, they get back to me. So moving on, viewers, the sentencing of Queen Counsel Vincent Nelson by High Court judge on Monday is being described as historic. This comes from the Attorney General Faris Al-Rawi. In an interview with the media, Al-Rawi said Nelson was sentenced on a number of matters, including money laundering, conspiracy, and fraud in respect of allegation involving 2 senior UNC politicians. Commenting on former Attorney General Anand Ramlogan and former opposition Senator Gerard Ramdeen, who are accused of serious wrongdoing, Al-Rawi said they will have their day in court. According to the AG, there has never been a case of this type with a quantum of sum as it is, and the allegation stands as they are. Nelson was fined $2.25 million. Meanwhile, Al-Rawi welcomed the ruling of Justice Vashis Kokaram that the Prime Minister did nothing wrong in deciding not to recommend the President Paula May Weeks that impeachment proceeding be intended against Chief Justice Ivor Ashi under Section 137 of the Constitution. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I do business who is who friend. I do business who and who is friend. That's not my thing. My thing is that if you are the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, you have an example to set, because you came down, you and your party came down to the people. All your campaign money spent wherever it is. The people put you there as the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. You did not elect yourself. The people elected you. Now we have the Law Association of Trinidad and Tobago asking the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, we want to investigate the Chief Justice. We want to investigate the Chief Justice. So why are you, the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, holding back the Law Association of Trinidad and Tobago from investigating the Chief Justice of Trinidad and Tobago? You know, long time, there's an old saying that there's something inside the mortar beside the pestle. So why is the Prime Minister holding back the impeachment? Why? Can you tell the Law Association of Trinidad and Tobago and the population of Trinidad and Tobago, why are you holding back the impeachment of the Chief Justice of Trinidad and Tobago? Why? So I understand what the Attorney General is saying there, that they have never been a case like that. It has made history in Trinidad and Tobago. But we have a Prime Minister who is holding back the impeachment on the Chief Justice, when the Law Association now of Trinidad and Tobago is calling for it. So my thing is now, who is bigger than who in Trinidad? That is my question. Moving along, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley met with BP's newly appointed Chief Executive Officer, Bernard Looney, today at the company headquarters in London. The Prime Minister was accompanied by Minister of Energy Franklin Khan and Minister of National Security Stuart Young at this meeting. William Lynn, BP's Executive Vice President, and Dev Sanyal, another executive, were also in the attendance. The Prime Minister and Mr. Looney confirmed their commitment to strengthening of the relations between Trinidad and Tobago and BP. At the meeting, there were discussions on the future of renewable energy, the ongoing negotiations between the parties, including, but with no limits, to NGC and domestic gas pricing, and the restructuring of Atlantic LNG. Now, viewers, after they met, they sat down and they had a meeting. Listen to what the Chief Executive Officer, Bernard Looney, had to say.
I've just finished meeting with the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Dr. Keith Rowley, here at our headquarters in London. It was my first time meeting him in my new role. We talked about a lot of things. We talked about our business in Trinidad and Tobago. We talked about our net zero ambition and how we can work together to achieve that. And it was a very good meeting with a lot of excitement in the room and a real testament to the value of long-term relationships. And we wish the Prime Minister and the people of Trinidad and Tobago all the very best.
Now, viewers, Director, run the OWTU march. While the ministers were meeting in London in BP's head office, OWTU was marching the streets today to drop a letter to BP's office in Trinidad and Tobago. So while the ministers in London sitting down and having their discussions, OWTU workers were out on the streets marching today to drop a letter in BP's office today. So you see what's taking place? Ministers out, Franklin Khan out, National Security Minister out, OWTU workers marching the streets today. I think I lie? Live video, live footage of the incident. So let's bring the real facts to all you, the real news to all you. That is what made Real Talk the #1 current affairs program in Trinidad and Tobago. Because we bring the issue to you. Caller, good night.
Good night, Said.
Go right ahead.
Said, they have the coronavirus come out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they have, I feel, start getting corona crime.
Mm.
Yeah, because every weekend, 10 and 15 dead.
I understand.
3 months now, they reach over 100 and something.
Mm-hmm.
And 3 months are done yet.
Correct.
So we get commit the crime. Yeah, we committing crime only for the virus.
Thank you, my friend. Now we're going on to other crime news, viewers. I have a video and I want you to see it. But listen to this. You would understand why I push for no bail for illegal firearm. Run the video. Run the
Yeah, I tried anyway. Brand new Draco, yeah? File 30. Brand new. See it? Son, you get the air for about 23, 24, and you get this for 30 by now, because it's brand new. 7.62 thing. Real proper. Foreign thing now. Show batch it. The batch no make up your money. Spend some of that soda money.
Now, viewers, when he said spend somebody, let the soldier spend somebody money, is not a soldier of Trinidad and Tobago Regiment or Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force. It is a slang that they use. Hey, soldier man, spend some of your money. It's a slang. An officer of TTPS sent that for me. He said, Saeed, now I'm not promoting gun on TV, you know. What I want to show you all, and I want you to understand, this is what the bandits in Trinidad and Tobago are committing crime with. This is what they are using. $50,000 for a weapon like that. And AR, he is saying in the video that you can get it for $23,000. Now, come back to me, guys. Now you would understand that is an illegal firearm, what you just saw. I'm not promoting gun. But I want you all to understand what the Commissioner of Police and TTPS is dealing with in the streets. So now you would understand now why Saieed Ali pushed for no bail for illegal firearms. Now you would understand what TTPS have to deal with. Yes, we understand, coming from the Commissioner's mouth, that we understand that there are rogue elements in TTPS. We understand that I just brought to you PSB investigation 6, an investigation of 6 officers of the Central Division are taking place. But the hard-working members of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service and the Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force, that is the kind of thing they are dealing with. Run the video. This is the kind of thing that they are dealing with. And how do we get it off the streets? We need to set examples. You see, I am not just about talking, you know. I am about getting legislation passed. I am talking about getting bills passed. So the police officers would have a law, they would have a legislation to work with, and they would not be working in vain. Before, the magistrate didn't have a law to work with, they didn't have a legislation, they didn't have a bill. But now that we come on the scene and we start pushing for bills and we start pushing for legislations, and the Attorney General understands what Saieed is asking for, and he understands what the public needs, and that is what we are pushing for. So I just wanted you all to see the kind of firepower that it have out on the streets. You understand? So viewers, we are out of time for tonight. We have about 20 seconds left on my show tonight. I am here tomorrow night on our next episode of Real Talk. Remember, those of you that need spiritual help, counseling, you lend your family money and you can't get it back, you have a property to sell, you're looking for a property to buy, contact me at 339-1670 or 238-6716 and we will do business with you. So viewers, like I said, enjoy your day tomorrow. Don't get caught up with the police and be safe. Good night, viewers.